Sorry about the noise. That's the air conditioner, but I can't shut it off. I've been terribly sick with heat and allergies, crippling, paralyzing attacks, you name it. This is July 15th, 2020, COVID isolation update. I had my first healthy meal in months. I was actually okay for a couple of hours. Afterwards, of course, I was in excruciating pain and I almost took an attack, but I just lay down on an ice pack and rested, and I was okay. It was a portobello mushroom, onion sauteed slowly, a low simmer in extra virgin olive oil, organic frozen broccoli steamed in distilled water, the water which I put in a jar and kept as a drink, and I did the broccoli and I steamed it in a separate pot, and in my rock large dish, I'll post a picture of the finished product, I cut up large slices of portobello mushroom, and my partner Dan went out and he got me organic chickpeas, and it was a very simple dish. For spices, all I used was minced ground dried garlic, a celery seed, and coriander spice, just a dash. I kept it very simple. I wanted the flavor of each veg and the mushrooms to be precisely separate, their own. I didn't want to drown it in gravy or anything like that. I'm not a sauce person particularly. I like to taste the end of it. I want a pea to taste like a pea, and a broccoli to taste like broccoli, and onion to taste like onion. It's just the way my taste palette is. But no, I'm not happy to report that I just gave up. I didn't care if I lived or died. And the watching Americans destroy the lives of their children with their insanity and refusing to accept wearing a mask and social distancing, because it will cause symptoms of it similar to my Parkinsonism disease. You see, it'll cause brain damage and damage to your organs and chronic illnesses. That's a side effect of being poisoned. In fact, it may even be worse because I don't have blood clots. I've got brain damage, but I don't have blood clotting. And COVID-19 is causing blood clotting. And anyway, and my research is still finished, and I've had no support. My website, I'm debating whether to shut it down or not. 36 years of research into diets for disease control and reversing brain damage with raw okra, and how to do that. Took me 22 years, and I thought I could save the children. Well, I'm not saying I didn't save a few people, but I sure didn't save many. Anyhow, I did post, this was my first healthy meal in a couple of months. I went completely off my own program. I ate junk food up the yin-yang. I gained 15 pounds of belly fat. And because of the crippling and the paralyzing, I can't exercise. I pass out. Going to the bathroom, I'm passing out. I'm constipated from lack of eating. I'm not eating and I'm not exercising. So naturally, your bowels shut down. If your body shuts down, your bowels shuts down. Anyway, I don't have any good news except that I've finally detoxed with an okra soup to get to my feet so that I could make a decent meal for my partner Dan, and I have to try to fight to survive. He works so hard to keep me alive. It's just not fair to him. Truthfully, I'm ready to get off the planet. I'm just so disgusted. I'm not much of an inspiration today. 78 and wish I wasn't here. But anyway, I did make a good healthy meal today. first time in months. I can't promise that I'm going to keep this up. But the junk food, I do want to say, has no canola oil or toxic chemicals, and I'm not allergic to it. I'm not saying it's healthy, okay? I ate chips drowning in sunflower seed oil that, frankly, is an omega-6, and it's not good for the heart. So to combat that, I ate half a quart of yogurt, organic yogurt, with the chips. And with every chocolate bar I ate, I'd eat an apple. You know, well, something good and something bad. Could have been worse. But, yeah. So, yes, what can I say? Dear God, you children, I sure hope you do a better job than we did, because we've wrecked the planet and ourselves, and we've allowed China to destroy our lives and our economy. And people are fighting it. They don't want to wear a mask. They're calling it a hoax, yada, yada, yada. And that Trumpism, like fascism, is rampant. Yeah, I have nothing good to report. The research into COVID-19 right now is not looking good. People are getting it second and third time. Their immune system isn't, the antibodies aren't lasting permanently. It's still new, you know, we're only April, May, June, I can't even count. April, May, June, 3.5 months, going into the 4th month. We won't know anything until December. And I think it'll be 2 years before we get a vaccine. I may or may not be around, but anyway, this is just an update, and I'm going to add it to my Rights for All page, because I would like to see rights for all. I have been against racism all my life, did volunteer all my life, helped the military, get help from Americans, because I'm talking Canadian military, couldn't get any help here. And they were drugged, and they have severe violent brain damage, brain stem damage, disorders, getting no help at all. So it's really tragic what's going on. But, well, who knows? Maybe someday. Maybe the next generation will be smarter than mine. God bless.